Hello, everybody. I'm Tony T. Welcome to the Tony Six Morning Show with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Give out live for your picks for today's card. And on today's show, I'll pick for you from the NFL. 2 games on the card. College football takes a break here for a while. Also, we'll have a picture from this NBA card. 8 games up there. College basketball, got a pick for you from college hoops as well. I know it's a big card, but I'll pick for one game I found from the card for today. We'll see if we get any others to join me today. NHL, well, we would have NHL if we get an NHL guy here on the show. But, of course, Rod hosts a Daily Dangle here at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a complete rundown on this huge NHL card for you here. So check us out. Parlay Purple segment here at the end. So appreciate everyone's contributions here on the show. If you would support us here with that like, that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience. So also, we'll take your comment today here on the show. Also, make note here as we turn to the new year, we are looking for cappers. If you'd like to apply as a capper, go over to our website at tonys.com. There's a contact form there. Send us an email, and we'll get you started. Part of the join us here on the site is there is media responsibility of appearing on live shows as well as some on-demand videos in there. If you're able to meet those demands or be able to contribute to the channel, then you are able to join us here on the site. We've released a few cappers who have failed to meet their media responsibilities. We released those guys off our site. So we're looking to replace some folks as well here on the channel. We got El Nino's here going to join me. We'll bring him in here right now. He's ready to roll here on the show today. Al, what's happening?
Yeah, doing all right. How are you, Tony?
Doing all right. Yeah, I missed the best bet yesterday with Arizona. They woke up in the second half, but I needed 2 halves of football from them. Only got 1 half.
Oh, yeah. I had my lone play in the NHL come through, so I guess I decided to go extra selective yesterday, but back at it with a play in the NBA today, so see what we can do there.
Yeah, they did hit my NBA. The Bulls got it done again. I don't know how, at home they've been able to get it done, and we're getting some cheap prices with them. So
yeah, definitely left that one off the table. I did mention I like that one a lot, but yeah, again, I just went extra selective. So would have dropped my college bowl game. So again, if I went 3 plays, I would have gone 2-1. So easy to say, oh, I left the Bulls off the table and not talk about the bowl game, but yeah, full transparency here. So yeah, just want to know yesterday for me.
That's right there. Want to know there from Nino's there. Of course, Arizona got Ron Hahn as well there. No doubt about that. Yeah, so it's a rough one there for me. I was big on Fafita. Numbers look okay, but that first half really sucked. So we got to get two in there as well. It looks like Rod's going to join us here as well on the channel. Of course, you can find Rod here, Daily Dangle here, as well as more. We'll bring in Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Hold on.
Rod's making me feel cold today.
Watching in the back. There we go. Didn't want to get one. So there we go. And it's cold again. Yes, it is cold again. It's frosty. It's got that they call it the hoarfrost, right? Everything's got that thick layer of frost on it. My car, the trees, power poles. But hey, it's that time of year. I'm not complaining though, especially after a nice 7-1 day yesterday. So can't complain about that at all. We had our best bet again in the NBA. So 8-1 run in the NBA, rolling along. College hoops did our plays again there yesterday. College hoops side of things. So knock on some wood. Nice start to 2026. It's just one day, so not gonna try. I think we won 7 of the last 8 days. Been rolling along, so not gonna complain about that. Looking forward to today's card. Big card today. Kind of sad to see college football go. We got down to 3 games left, 3 big games left. College football side of things for next weekend. Feels kind of weird, but hey, they've given us a massive college basketball slate to read through, and some pretty good games on the board. So I'm looking forward to today's slate. Nice card in the NHL and nice little NBA slate as well. So NBA, I think it's a little tricky today, though. I'm telling you, watch out.
Oh, a lot of back-to-backs.
Yeah.
The
back-to-back is a scary proposition in the NBA.
Yeah, we're back to that old school scheduling now where teams play Friday and Saturday. We'll see how that rolls. And some teams, 2 teams in back-to-back. That gets even trickier when both teams in back-to-back. And some teams, playing with the injury report, sitting guys out one, play them on the second game. So we'll see how that one rolls there. No doubt about that. Yeah, we got a lot of exciting card today. I missed the Bahamas Bowl on Monday. I guess that was not rescheduled. So no more college bowl games, right? There was supposed to be one left, right? I thought that was supposed to be one left, but I guess they did not reschedule the Bahamas Bowl.
Huh. What are we going to do? Why about the Bahamas Bowl?
I think all we got left is the FCS game on Monday. That was it. The FCS title game, which I had
the title game. Yep. Ugh.
I think we leave that to Ramon.
Yeah, we'll leave that one to Ramon. Ramon's got that one. He's got you.
Got you. Night moves. Night moves. He'll have you have the FCS coverage for you there on the Monday night moves. Watch it live or on demand if you need that FCS game. So let's get to the football for today. We've got two big NFL games with playoff implications, no doubt. Carolina and Tampa Bay. Although Tampa Bay wins are going to need some help there, but still, we'll look at these games here. NFL 2 on the board for today. Panthers and Bucks. We see Tampa Bay 3 here, total 43.5. Carolina wins, they're in. Bucks win, they're going to need some help with, I believe they need a Saints win tomorrow, right? They got to keep Atlanta out of that 3-team tiebreaker. So Bucks win, Saints win, then Bucks get in. So that's the way it looks. If this game ties, Panthers and Bucks, Panthers get in. So that's, again, the time, remember the 10-minute overtime, the tie comes into play. So if you're the Panthers, you can milk the entire clock and get in. So we saw a situation like that with the Raiders, but they decided to try to win the game with a field goal. They didn't have to. They could have needed and got in, but they didn't want to get in with a tie, so we'll see how that plays out. Seahawks, 49ers for the number 1 seed. Seahawks here, 2.5 on the road, total 47.5 here in this big one. And we'll give you the opening numbers. Bucks open 3, total open 43.5. Niners open 1, change of favorite now to Seattle. The total moved up, has moved down, but it's starting to move up as the rain percentage decreases here. We'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at the weather in these games in Tampa Bay. We're looking here at 73 degrees here, 11-mile-per-hour wind, 13% chance of rain. In San Francisco, the news here is the weather. We saw 80% early in the week. It's been down to 35% chance of rain, 58 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour wind. So we've seen the rain chance decrease dramatically in San Francisco here for these two games. And we'll start here with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at Carolina and Tampa Bay, man. We just seen these two teams go at it. I believe Carolina pulled the win out late in that one. So it's kind of a revenge spot. Big game. So for me here in this one, I think Tampa, the way they've been playing, I think in that first half, I think they came out and get things rolling. You got to get that hometown crowd behind you, so that's what you need to do if you're Tampa. You got to get off to a good start. So I think they do. Give me Tampa in the first half. I also like Mike Evans to get himself an anytime touchdown as well in that matchup. Might as well. Nice little plus price on Mike Evans. I think when everything is all in the line for the Bucks, I think Mike Evans got to step up, and he usually does in that spot to snag one. And then looking to Seahawks 49ers, I think 47.5, just too many. Rain, no rain. Still going to be a little windy. Looks like about 10-mile-an-hour wind or so. Weather looks like it might be a nice one for a shootout. I just don't see it being a shootout between these two teams. First to 17 got the win last game. We've seen about 30 points. I think you got to go with the under here. I know a couple of high-powered offenses. I just don't see it being turned into a shootout. I'm going to grab to the under 47.5 in the divisional battle. And big game. Yep. Who gets first in that one? So, yeah, first on a buy that's huge. So you throw everything you got out there. I just don't see it being a shootout game. Also like Charbonneau to get himself an anytime touchdown as well. Zach's been print money getting touchdowns. So I think he gets another one there as well.
There we go with Rod. Next up, we move over to El Ninos.
Yeah, looking at this early one here. Yeah, like I agree. I mean, the Bucks are the better team on paper, but they certainly haven't been playing like it coming into this one, losing 4 straight and 7 of their last 8. Going downhill fast after a good start to their season. So, yeah, would I be shocked if they won? Absolutely not. But again, I'd rather be on the field goal with the Panthers here. That could very well win this one outright than lay any kind of points with the Bucks right now. So I'll take the Panthers on that one. And I guess we're butting heads today with Rod, because I was also looking at the total.
I think the first half. So there's a big difference.
Oh, yeah, no. I was talking about the Niners game. The Niners game.
Oh,
yeah.
And
honestly, another one that kind of when you look at the weather, especially that wind there, could kind of get in the way a little bit. And yeah, these teams can step up on defense as well, but I just think there's a couple too many weapons on offense. So I'm leaning to the over here. Not a super strong play. It's just a small lean to the over for me.
There from El Nino, say what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm leaning to home teams here in these games here. I like Tampa Bay here, just based on the home run splits. That's kind of where it is. Both teams have sucked. I'm not going to really. I can't. We could have a losing team make the playoffs here, but this has been the worst division in football, and not a whole lot I like on either team. I mean, Carolina's road offense is terrible. I mean, that passing performance last week against Seattle was disgusting. What did they throw for last week against Seattle? It was 54 yards. Okay, 54 yards, a winning in game first. Yeah, that's what you do. And of course, Bucks lose in Miami against a dead team. So these are just two teams that absolutely suck in my book. I'm just based on my pick is just based on the home road splits, and it just favors the Bucks here. Carolina's offense on the road has not been very good. 16 points a game, very bad yards per play as well. At least the Bucks can put up points. I know their defense sucks. But again, not much to do with this Carolina offense on the road. I could only look at Tampa Bay there. A little spot action for me on the Niners here in this game. And boy, this is something I don't hear a lot of folks around the media talk about here. But just to give you some information here, Seattle 3-2 against playoff clinch teams. Niners 3-3 against playoff clinch teams. San Francisco pass offense was really strong against the Bears and the Rams. So I was impressed here with the 49ers offense. But situation here, well, I like the spot here for the Niners. Seattle is on back-to-back road trips. And remember, this is a short week. It's a Saturday game. They screwed the Seahawks. The Seahawks should not be playing this game here on a Saturday. Total screw job. Because not only on your back-to-back road trip, you're on a short week, and you got the Niners. Oh, my God. That's not – to me, that's – again, if I'm Seattle, I'm pissed off. I'm just telling you right now, they should not have gotten the Saturday game. It's total advantage 49ers in this spot. Again, the way the Niners offense has been playing here the last couple of weeks, again, what they did against the performance they had against the Bears, and the Rams moved the ball up and down the field on that Seahawks team. So that's something that concerns me here because, the Seahawks have a great defense, but I look back and, that Ram game didn't look too good at home. They were lucky. They needed 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions. And after having the momentum built up to the overtime, they gave a touchdown to the Rams in the overtime. After having the entire momentum on their side, they got that 2-point conversion, got the tying touchdown. Crowd's going crazy. Guess what? Rams go down the field and score a touchdown on them in overtime. So, they need everything to work out for them. To me, overtime's a reset. And that's, I think, what happened there. But again, if this game ties, I still get the money with San Francisco because a tie also gets Seattle into the number 1 seed because they're 13-3, and the Niners are 12-4. So Seattle can also play for the tie in overtime because this line tells you it could be a close game. And then again, Seattle has the ball late; they can take 3 knees and win the division and get the number 1 seed. And if that's the case, guess what? I get the money with the Niners. So also the tie is in play here at the 2.5 here. Also, you can also wait for 3 because I'm seeing juice now on this 2.5. So I would wait a little bit.
Yeah, I think 3's going to show up too.
3's are going to show up because I'm seeing 2.5 minus 15, 2.5 minus 118. I think 3's are going to show up. I think 3's are going to show up because of the juice here in this situation here. So I would wait for the Niners. If you like the Niners, I would wait for the 3. If you like the Seahawks, by no means take the 2.5 now because that's going to be gone. I think. Although the sharps can back the other way,
It's probably going to come back down. Yeah, once it hits 3, I don't think the 3 is going to sit there too long. Honestly.
Or the 2 again. Maybe these guys because remember these sharps, these guys use these computer models. They don't look at these spot situations at all. They don't. These models take into account the season-long stats. Some of them take in the last 3 weeks, the last 4 weeks. But they don't take into account travel situations and short weeks. And to me, if this was a situation where it was on Monday versus Sunday, bad. Everyone would be, it's a short week because they're used to that Monday short week on Sundays. They're not used to the Sunday they come back on Saturday. People are not wired for that, And I think this situation, if this were a Sunday game and Seattle played Monday on the road, it's a back-to-back road trip for Seattle here, and they got to play a Sunday game after a Monday nighter. That's the type of situation Seattle's in. They had a long trip to Tennessee, and going up to Seattle is a long trip from Tennessee. Trust me, that's a long plane ride. So again, and then having to prep for the Niners on a short week and the travel, give me the Niners. It's a spot play for me there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to the NBA. here. 8-game card. NBA getting kind of interesting here as we're starting to see the teams here in the new year trying to hit. Some teams hit the panic button there. We'll see how this rolls here. NBA on this 8-game card. All right, we'll knock it out here with, let's get to the NBA, with Timberwolves and Heat. Interesting one here. Timberwolves 2.5 on the road, total 239. Hawks and Raptors. Raptors 3.5 now. That number's going up. The hook's on it, 236.5. Sixers and Knicks. Here we got the Knicks 3.5, total 232.5. Trailblazers and Spurs. Spurs 8.5. We're seeing 8s, 8.5s, 9s in some spots, total 237. And we'll take a look at the injuries in these games. Minnesota just missing Shannon here on the Miami side. No Hero, no Rozier. Larson is questionable. Adebayo, Jaquez, Jovic are both probable. Sixers and Knicks. Oubre, Watford out, and Embiid here probable for the Knicks in a back-to-back. No Hart. Shamet upgraded to doubtful. Towns and Robinson here are both questionable there. As we move over to the Hawks and Raptors, here we see Porzingis and Young questionable for Atlanta. Portal out for Toronto. And in the game between Portland and San Antonio, we've got Scoot, Holiday, Thibault, Wesley are out. Hey, Jeremy Grant has been upgraded to questionable for San Antonio. Vassell out. Wemby has got upgraded to questionable. Let's see the situation here with Wemby. Wemby, as we know, had that knee situation. It came back clean. Still not a whole lot of news here on Wemby, but an upgrade to questionable there with no news. So we'll go on over to Rod.
Well, yeah, you look at that one. I'm going to assume that he plays. Well, was it at 8.5? It was 5.5 yesterday, and he was announced out, and that thing went up to 6.5. So, and now it's at 8.5 today with the Spurs. So I'm going to guess that Wemby's going to play there in that one. But for me, the couple I'm looking at in this early spot is fading the Timberwolves. I don't trust the Timberwolves here. Or laying 3 on the road. No, thank you. I'll take the Heat at home. Give me the 3 there in that one. Just, I don't know. They're in that neck of the woods since the start of the new year, and they looked awful. It looked like they had no interest in that game whatsoever on New Year's there. It looked like they were ready to go to a party, much less anything else. So I'll fade the Timberwolves again there in that one. I like the Heat in this spot. Just playing the better basketball are the Heat. I think they're starting to turn things up. So for me, it's covering the spread as a home underdog against the Western Conference. 6 straight covers as a home dog against the Western Conference are these Heat. And then another one I'm looking at is give me the Hawks plus the 3.5. They're heading into Toronto. Toronto dealing with some injuries. And Atlanta on the back-to-back spot on the road. Been money. They've covered 7 straight on the road in the back-to-back spot has the Atlanta Hawks. So I'll take the Atlanta Hawks plus the 3.5 there in that one. Give me the road dog.
Road dog from Rob. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I was looking at the Sixers here. Again, should be an interesting matchup. Obviously, the Knicks, the better team, but good spot, I think, here for the Sixers with the rest advantage. So I'll take them there. And, yeah, I'll maybe back the Hawks. Maybe Hawks first half for me, though.
There we go with El Ninos here. Tell you what I think about some of these games. Yeah, I'm gonna come with the Heat. This team has been a streaky team, man. when they're hot, they're hot. When they're not, they're not. Some old school saying there. I'll look here at Miami here plus the points. Minnesota over the past 2 weeks not hitting their threes, but man, the Heat hitting threes right now, 39% from beyond the arc here over the past 2 weeks. Minnesota has lost and failed to cover 3 of 4 with spots of poor shooting. And again, Timberwolves is another one of those streaky teams. When they're hot, they're hot. When they're not, they're not. And I'm going to take the hot team right now with Miami plus the points there. Oh, boy, this Knicks team is – yeah, what happened yesterday, right? It's to stay away from me. Yeah, I don't trust Atlanta in a back-to-back. Give me Toronto here. They got R.J. Barrett back. I think at some point they're going to get back to that good form they started with. I'll look for them to do it here in this spot. Looking at this Toronto team, you've got Brandon Ingram. Came back pretty good here. You got Quickly can score. We got, of course, Barrett back. So I'll look for them to get it done here. I guess losing the Knicks by 3 is not a bad result. I mean, Knicks are a pretty good team. Now you got Atlanta here on a back-to-back. Give me the Toronto here with the possession there. I like them in that spot there. And yeah, that Portland game, I can only look here. I'm going to stay away from that. We're not sure about the Wimpy status. And Portland on the road is a tricky spot here. They are in a back-to-back. Both teams back-to-back spots here as well. But I'm going to stay away. All right, let's continue here on the 22 Morning Show, closing on NBA with these final four. Hornets and Bulls. Bulls going to lay 1.5 to 2, total 238.5. Back-to-backs here on both here. Two rested teams, Rockets and Mavericks. Look at the Rockets here, 8.5, total 226. Jazz and Warriors here. Warriors the back-to-back, but they said everybody yesterday and got blown out. Warriors here, 12.5, total 243. Celtics and Clippers, your NBA TV game. This is a good one on NBA. Finally, NBA TV showing some stuff. That channel's gone to crap this year. Clippers here, 1 with juice. 2 is hit 2 at Pinnacle. So if you like the Clippers, you better make a quick move because somebody just hit that hard, made it 2. Here, total 220 in this one. We'll take a look at the injury reports here in these games here. And here in these final four, Hornets and Bulls, it's Williams and Plumlee out. Kalkbrenner and Diabate here questionable. On the Bulls side, no Collins, no Giddey, no White. Ulbrich, Miller, and Flowers questionable. For Houston, Dallas, we've got Van Fleet out. He's still going to show up on the report. Adams here is questionable. Just Kyrie still showing up for Dallas out here, probably out for the year, my guess, because Dallas isn't going anywhere. Utah and Golden State, Ace Bailey and Niang here continue to be out. Bailey, this rookie, always out. And then we look at George, Markin, and Nurkic, questionable for the Jazz. On the Warriors side, just Seth Curry are out. And the guys that sat yesterday, questionable, probably likely to play. I would think Melton, Kuminga, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, questionable. Cryer here is probable. Remember, they sat him out yesterday, probably to play today. Boston and the Clippers, the game of the night. While Tatum's still showing out, I mean, there's hope that he'll come back probably in the playoffs at some point, maybe second round they bring him back. We don't know. Then on the Clippers side, we know Paul can't be released yet until later in the year. And Bogdanovich, bench guy, out here. But guess what? Ivica Zubac is healthy. But guess what? Brook Lopez is still in the starting lineup. Ranhan Zubac is back. He was back the other day, but they're not putting him in the starting lineup. They're putting Lopez in the starting lineup, is what I'm showing. So maybe maybe it's smart. Lou's not changing anything. Hey, it's working with Lopez. Just keep him in the starting lineup. Zubac, you're coming off the bench. So not a whole lot of change there, I don't think, with Zubac now being benched in this spot. We go over to Rod.
Yeah, for me in these few games that we're looking at, the first one I like, give me Houston. I'll lay the 8. I don't like what I've seen from Dallas, especially over their last few games. They looked awful. They 1-6 straight up, 1-6 against the number over the past 2 weeks. Not like what I've seen from Dallas there. And then Houston just playing the better ball over the last couple weeks, 5-2 straight up, 4-3 against that number. I think they can cover this 8. I know division games hasn't treated either of these teams too well, but I think this is one that the Rockets get up for. And win by double digits. I'll lay it with Houston in that one. And then looking at that Celtics Clippers, man, that thing is definitely skyrocketed. Everybody's piling onto the Clippers bandwagon. It's getting a little tipsy and fucking wobbly, all like this. Someone's about to fucking teeter that thing right on over. Telling you, I still like the Clippers here today. I liked them a lot better when we were getting a couple points as the Clippers, but they're seeing them getting hot and it's heating up. that bandwagon is starting up. Give me the over 220. I think not a whole lot of defense played there, and a 220 seems a little light between these two teams, especially a Celtics squad that we know just loves to chuck threes. And if they start chucking threes and hitting them, well, guess what? The Clippers will have no problem trying to run and gun with the Celtics. They're like, oh, you want to play run and gun? We'll play run and gun. Celtics, the Clippers look like they don't give a rat's ass what kind of game style you want to play or throw at them. They're ready to get to it. And it looks like they just woke up. It's like Christmas started, and all of a sudden the Clippers decided, like, oh, guess we should play some basketball now. Because holy man, they get fired out of a cannon. It looked like that first home game that we had at the start of the year where they got whooped in that first game. Was like, oh God, look at the Clippers. And then they came around and back at home and looked real good. That's what they're looking like now. So I'd lean to the Clippers, but I like the over as the play there.
I think back to Suter when he was the head coach for the LA Kings. He said something that really stuck with me. He goes, in LA and these good weather cities, what works with these players is trade rumors. Because people don't like to leave. Sometimes they make them up. They make them up just to get the team to play better. Because think about it, you're in a nice city like LA. Guess what? We're going to trade to Chicago. We're going to trade to the north. And in hockey, it's even worse, right? Because people love playing in LA. They love playing in Florida. So if you're having trouble, if your team is struggling, your stars are struggling, what you do is you leak out something in the media about a trade rumor, and guess what? It turns around the team.
I don't know. I think you got to be careful who you do that with because, I mean, certain players react differently, right? I remember this is a long time ago. I remember there was trade rumors around Pau Gasol and the Lakers, and he went on a massive slump during all those talks. So I think that was just getting in his head, and I don't know if he was trying to do too much or just playing mad. Wasn't working for him, but yeah, so I just, obviously different players react differently. So yeah, it'd probably motivate most players though to get it going.
Well, if you're a gambling degenerate like Harden, and I'm not saying he bets on sports, but he likes to go to Vegas on his jet plane, 45-minute ride, it'll motivate you. Trust me. Especially, and also Kawhi is from Southern California too. It's Kawhi and Harden are from Southern California. So once the trade rumors are circulating, boy, that team turned around pretty fast. So we get all over to El Niños. Last four.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, completely sidetracked there. Last four in the NBA. I'll side with the Bulls here. I think they've just been the better team. So laying the small number there at home, I'll take a small shot on the Bulls. I like the Rockets as well, but rather than lay that 8.5, you're getting some nice plus money, actually, plus 140 for them to win both halves just outright. So I'll be on that one with the Rockets there. And I was looking the other way here, but I'll put a little twist on it here with the Celtics Clippers both coming in at 18-15 to the under and playing at some of the slowest paces in the league. But I'll just go under in the first half here in a game that could very well come down the wire. That way we leave any kind of overtime or anything like that out of the equation. So I'll go under in the first half in the Celtics Clippers.
There we go from El Niños. All right. Hey, when I think about these games, again, the Bulls get no respect at home, only a 2-point favorite. Both teams on back-to-back. I know they got some injuries. I'll come back here with the Bulls. Charlotte is a 4-13 road team there. So if you would rather go money line, I understand money line the Bulls. But the Bulls won 6 of 8 with good shooting. Hornets past 2 weeks. Defense has been south here, giving a 48% shooting, 41% from three. Got to teach those young guys how to play defense. Bulls shooting the ball pretty well. I'll take them in that spot. There, I can only look at Houston here, but not very confident laying points on the road. But this Mavericks team, pretty bad. They're not getting it. They're not shooting the ball very well. And Houston has been just lights out here. Jazz Warriors, not confident there with Jazz. I could not lay it with Golden State. Just don't know what you're going to get with this team. How is the bench going to respond playing back-to-back? I know the stars are going to play, but the bench played yesterday. So how is the bench going to show up in a back-to-back spot? Yeah, I'm going to look at the Clippers. Yeah, I'm going to join the crowd here, get on that bandwagon, probably give them a couple flat tires when I do. But anyway, we're looking here at this Clipper team. Past 2 weeks, the defense is woken up here, allowing 43% shooting, 28% from three. But you look at Boston on this road trip, 1-3 they've had a good road trip here. Their only loss came at Portland, but they beat losing teams in all 4 of their games, though. LA in their 6-game win streak, in 3 of those games, they beat Houston, the Lakers, and Ron Hahn's Pistons. So they beat some pretty good teams here during the 6-game win streak. So based on that, I'm going to look at the Clippers here based on strength of schedule here and how they defended these good teams. That, to me, really got my attention. Now, you want to call the Lakers a good team. I guess they're a good team because their record tells you that. We know they're just a phony team. Once the entire schedule plays out and they play good teams, they're going to lose to them. So, we saw yesterday what happened, right? They just outscored teams to win. They outscore the bad teams. It works, but not against the good teams. That's not going to work. So it's just when Lakers play bad teams, just go over in their games. But the Clippers defense is turning around. All right, let's continue here on.
I wouldn't worry too much about a flat tire, though, Tony. There's plenty of people on that bandwagon so far. I'm sure there's a mechanic that can change it up real quick on a board.
Change that real quick, yeah.
You need more than one spare tire, though. Some of these cars don't have more than one spare tire. That's the problem.
You might need that. That might be
one of those big buses that's got dualies. Don't worry, we got dualies, so you can still go with one flat tire. You can probably go with a couple flat tires and still be good and still roll it along.
Well, we get the tow truck out there too. That can help.
That can help too. Yeah, big tow truck, load them all up. Either way, they'll get them there. They're all into it right now. So we're all getting into it.
All right, now officially we're going to start the blocks in college basketball on Monday. I didn't give the guys proper notice on this, but I'll just ask them by hand. Are you guys prepared to do blocks, or we just want to give us what you got here in college hoops? I didn't prepare anybody for this.
I'm good with blocks. I don't. You know
I
me.
don't have a ton of action.
He just is not college guys.
All right,
so.
we'll just let Rod probably carry it. Rod will probably carry it. So we'll do our normal blocks, and if you don't have anything, we'll just get on to the next. We'll go to the next block. All right. So in the first block, we'll do the 11 a.m. Game. We got an early one all the way till. Let's go all the way till. Boy, we got a ton of games. We'll go all the way to include the games at 3:45. So that'll be a big block there again because we got 100+ games. Notable games here will be Kentucky, Alabama, with Alabama 4.5 at home, 176. What else do we have here? It's Auburn, Georgia. We have Georgia 7 now in that one. BYU and Kansas State. BYU 8 on the road. That also we have in this block. I think the Duke game is in this one. Yeah, Duke and Florida State. Duke 16 on the road. Oh my goodness. So block 1, Rod, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a couple in this block for you. First one I'm looking at in this, we went all the way to the 3 p.m. Eastern, right? 3 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Earlier,
Eastern.
perfect. First one I'm looking at, big one. You got North Carolina in to take on SMU. I like this SMU squad. Look what they're done, 9-0 at home. 4-9 against the number because they've been having to lay big numbers, but you're a home dog here in this one. I think this is one of those big games they get up for. I think they outright North Carolina in that one. I'm going to take SMU on the money line. Playing some good hoops. This should be a great basketball game. It's North Carolina's second true road game this season, 13-1 on the year. Well, SMU 11-2 on the year, as I said, 9-0 at home. Someone's O's got to go, and I think it's UNC taking their first road loss of the year. Give me SMU on the money line in that one. Another one I'm looking at here in this early time block is I like Hofstra here. Hofstra's been playing some great basketball, 10-4 to start the year. Playing lights out, 11-1 against the number. I got them by double digits over Drexel. Drexel, you look at home, hey, 5-2, playing half decent basketball, but really 5-8-1, 4-6 last 10. Hofstra's a better squad. They win by 10+. I'll lay the 6 there with Hofstra. And then I'm working way back because it's just easier to work the way back. I like Holy Cross here. We got Navy coming in. Navy's not a bad squad, 9-5 on the year, but you look at Holy Cross at home here. They'll be able to keep this close with Navy, and you're getting well over a couple possessions. 5.5 is what you're getting with the home squad there. They're 3-1 ATS-wise, 4-2 straight up at home. I'll take Holy Cross plus the points in that one. And then Auburn up to 6.5. Ooh, disrespecting Auburn. I know, 0-1 on the road, 0-1 against that number, but again, good squad. This is going to come down to it. So you're going to give me 6.5 with the road dog? I'll take it. Give me Auburn plus the 6.5 there in that one. Another one I like here, Army and Colgate going at it. You look at Army at home, 7-7 on the year, or 7 as a dog. Not enough. You need at least double digits. Colgate's that much the better squad. 2-5 straight up on the road, 6-1 against the number because they've been covering big numbers. They've been a dog most of the time. There's a reason they're favored on the road against Army. I'll lay it with Colgate. They win by 10+ there in that matchup. And then a couple big games early. Clemson taking on Pitt. Funky line. I like the over 136. It's a little bit light there in that one. I know Pitt. I don't know. I want to take Clemson, but I don't want to lay 4 with Clemson on the road. It's where they struggle the most, as always. 1 and 2 straight up on the road is Clemson. But I don't want to bet Pitt either, so I like the over in that one. Take the over 136.5. It's a little bit light. And then Kentucky, Alabama, take the over. No defense played there. Running gun up and down the court they go. I think we cruise into the 180s. And then one more. I liked it better when it was Butler at about -1, -1.5. It's up to 2.5. Still like Butler. Everybody's jumping Villanova here. Villanova is looking like the better team, but Butler at home is the way to go. They're just the better price, and that's what it's. You can see the number. Everybody's jumping on Villanova in that one. Butler gets the job done at home. Butler's been a good squad this season. I like the 1, but I'll still lay the 2.5 here with Butler.
They're here from Rod. All right, El Nino's anything in that early slot?
I actually got my favorite play in college basketball on this slot. I like Southern Miss quite a bit to go out on the road and get the job done over Louisiana here. Just coming in at 8-7. Louisiana is just 3-12. Now they haven't been great on the road, just 2-5 on the road. But again, Louisiana just 2-4 at home. So I'll lay the points there with Southern Miss. Small lean to Clemson there at Pitt. I'll take Clemson over Pitt, just the better team. And was it 3 or 3:30 the cutoff?
The cutoff there was just the entire up to 3 o'clock.
Right,
Actually, include 3:30 and 3:45. Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with Georgia Southern over Old Dominion here. You can take the money line, I guess, and yeah, just think we're getting a great price on the road here with a better team. So I think they go out there and get the job done. So I'll take Georgia Southern in that one.
They're from El Nino. So right in this block's going to be easy. We got a ton of games at 4 Eastern. So we'll just cover the 4 and 4:30 Eastern here in this block. We'll start with Rod.
Ton of 4 Eastern, right? Like a whole pile at 4 Eastern. It's like the middle block of games. So first one I like give me Stephen F. Austin taking on Stila. Stila here. Look at 1 and 2 at home, 0 and 2 against the spread at home here. It's a funky number. Why is that a little bit low? It's the only part that scares me. Why is Stephen F. Austin only land 4.5? I think they should be at least 7, 8-point favorites here on the road. But I'll take it. Give me Stephen F. Austin, lay the 4.5 there in that matchup. And then another one that in this block. Not my favorite block of games, but I like George Mason here, laying the 7 here at home. You look at Rhode Island out on the road, 1-1 against the number out on the road. George Mason's still perfect at home. I think they win by 10 plus. They are the better squad. Lay it with George Mason over Rhode Island in that one.
There we go with Rod. El Nino's the games in 4 Eastern and 4 all the way to 5 East. Just the 4 Eastern games in that block.
Yeah, not too much for me here, but I'll take a small shot on Tennessee State over Little Rock here. Again, just a small road dog here. And again, I think we're just getting a decent price on the better team. So I'll take Tennessee State in that one. And I guess that wraps it up for me in this block. Sorry.
There we go. All right, let's continue here. We'll move this to block number 3. And then block number 3, we're going to cover the games here at 5 Eastern time. And just go all the way up until 7 Eastern. So the games here at 5 Eastern and include the 7 Eastern. On over to Rod.
Hold on. 7 Eastern.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern. Well, first one, Eastern. Illinois heading into Penn State to take on the Nittany Lions. Look at Illinois out on the road so far. 1-0 against that number. But it's that tough task going against Penn State here. Is it too many? I don't know. It might be a touch too many, but I don't think so. You know me. If my Illinois hat was over there, I'd be putting it on my head. I think they win by 20 plus. I think they dominate off the glass. And when you get those second chance points, I think you turn them into points. Does this Illinois squad. So I'll lay the 15 there with the Illini heading into take on Penn State. Another one I like in the spot. Give me Hampton heading in to take on Wilmington. Getting 12 with Hampton here and the Pirates on the road. I think it's a close game. I think Wilmington wins that game, but not by double digits. I think it's a 6-7 point win. Hampton can get the cover there in that one. And then another one in this block. I like Iowa. I'll lay the 7. We see what UCLA did on the road. Who did they play last time on? They got waxed. I want to say it was Michigan. Who was that UCLA played? Let me one check here. Hold on. I'm sure I get it right. Well, they got waxed by somebody out on the road. Who was it? They got UCLA. They're missing a game. I'm missing the schedule. Who'd they play last?
Who's this?
UCLA.
UCLA.
Oh, you're still looking for UCLA here. Who they missed here? Let me take a look here at this stuff here. UCLA. UCLA. Iowa. UCLA. No, they got last game they played was a 20-30 against UC Riverside. They got pounded by Gonzaga. USC got blown out yesterday.
Wow.
I got
USC,
Gonzaga.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
USC.
USC, that's what I was thinking.
Lost by
I was
30
like, man,
against
I thought
Michigan.
they just got whooped. But no, they haven't played since Christmas. Woo!
Yeah.
Give me a little rusty. Yeah, I'll take Iowa there. Iowa had them a little warm-up game on the 29th against UMass Lowell and dumped 90 on UMass Lowell. So those legs are fresh, ready to go. UCLA is going to be ice cold. Woo! They can come in hot on a nice 3-game winning streak, but you haven't played in that's over a couple of weeks. You're going to be fat and happy from Christmas and feeling a little jolly and slow legs. So, yeah, give me Iowa. Easy win by double digits. UCLA is going to be so fat and slow. Ooh. Well, I think I might find an extendo on that Iowa game. It's going to 6-7, more than 6-7. It's going to be like 67. Give me Iowa big in that one.
There you go. Here from Rod, we move on over to El Ninos in the block from what do we got here? 5 Eastern and include here the 7 Eastern.
Yeah, a couple I like here was first off, I'm looking at Alabama A&M over Arkansas Pine Bluff. Again, you look at the stats, could be tricky here. Pine Bluff is 2-0 at home. Alabama A&M 0-4 on the road, but I think both those go today. So I'll take Alabama A&M there in that one. And the other one in this block was UC Irvine over Cal State Fullerton. Again, maybe laying a point or so more than I'd like to, but they should be able to win this one comfortably here. So I'll lay it with UC Irvine.
There you go with El Ninos. All right, let's continue on here. We'll close out the block here with the games from 8 Eastern time all the way to the last one today at 10 Eastern time. So 8 Eastern all the way to 10 Eastern to close out college hoops. We start with Rod.
Yeah, the late night games. Woo-wee. Definitely not my favorite slot, that's for sure. Give me Mizzou at home against the Gators. Look at the Gators out on the road, 0-1. They need to get that cover, but hey, not trust them on the road. Mizzou at home, getting 9. They're 9-0 at home this season. I think they get up for that one. I'll grab the 7 with the home dog there, and then give me Southern Utah here at home, 3-1 at home. I'm not trusting Texas Arlington out on the road. They have played a lot of road games, consider and look at what their schedule is. I think they played more road games than they have at home, but I'm not going to help you there. Give me the home dog. I think the outright UT Arlington. I don't want to be laying 6 with UT Arlington on the road. A tough spot. I'll grab the home dog there in that one. And then New Mexico at home. Hey, look at you. You've been 8-0 at home, but 2-10-3 teams. Wyoming is no slouches. You're going to give me 7.5 with Wyoming. I think they come into New Mexico and keep this close. I think this is a 3-4 point game. Who's got the ball last? So give me Wyoming plus the 3.5 points you're going to give me there in that one. And then one more. Give me Kansas City. I know Kansas City 0-9 on the road, but you're getting 9 points here against the Nebraska Omaha squad. That sure 5-1 at home shows you. 5-1 at home is what your record is. So 5-1 straight up, but you're only 0-2. You're 0-2 ATS wise. So any team that had some legs or had any gumption to get up and play, you haven't covered against them. And now you're laying 9 here against the Roos? Well, what? Give me Kansas City. Grab the 9.5 there in that one. They keep it close if they don't come in and outright Nebraska Omaha there in that matchup.
There we go from Rod. Next up, we move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, a couple more I was looking at here. First up, just a small lean on this one. Nothing too crazy, but I'm going to go against my good old Long Beach State and take Cal Poly to come in here and get the job done at the beach here. Again, should be a good one, but I just think Cal Poly is the better team. So, you're taking money line probably. I think they win this one outright. So, again, just a small dog here on the road. So, take Cal Poly on the money line. And then I was looking at UC San Diego to defend their home court against Hawaii. I know Hawaii's coming off that big win. They're streaking. But I think UC San Diego bounces back off their rare loss there. So, I'll take UC San Diego and lay it with them.
Yeah, from El Ninos. Yeah, I get busy here in college basketball. A couple here for me from the late night West Coast games. I'm going to take San Diego State late at 3.5. 2-0 in conference play, 48% from 3. Team that's defending the 3-point line and 2-point line very well, forcing turnovers in the Mountain West. Also very good on the glass here. against the Boise State team that is 1-1 in conference, dropping a road game at Nevada of all people. You lose to Alfred's team by 15. No way I can take them in this spot. I'm going to take San Diego State here. They turn the ball over. They don't force turnovers defensively. Horrible at the free throw line. Just 25% from three of these Broncos from the 3-point line here in conference play. I can only look at San Diego State there in that one. Also, I agree with Down-Ninos. I like UC San Diego to get it done here against Hawaii. Hitting the well, they're still on the road here after pounding Riverside, but we know UC San Diego, a very good team in the Big West that's defending very well in conference play, hitting their free throws at 79%. I'll look at them here against Hawaii, hitting the mainland here today here against UC San Diego. This is the Hawaii team that turns the ball over in conference play. 3 conference games, 3 conference wins here, but a lot of turnovers near the end of near the bottom in the Big West and turning the ball over, and they make only 58% of their free throws. They don't force turnovers on defense. Now you're probably playing the best team right now in the Big West, and with that profile, I don't think that's a very good one here to face UC San Diego. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll turn attention to the big hockey card. So I think what we do in the mornings here, because I know Ron you have the daily dangle here where you do a more thorough breakdown, especially with the goalies. I guess you just want to give us what you got here in hockey and then probably get more thorough as we get later in the day.
Yeah, definitely. That first game goes off before the daily dangle goes. So I'll give you guys it for sure. We're looking at Pittsburgh taking on Detroit here in this spot, right? And you look, a tough spot for Detroit. Third game, 4-night situation. Pittsburgh, it's looking like Skinner's going to get the start here in this one. But you know what Detroit's done this year in the third game and fourth night spot this year at home? Won all the games. They're 3-0 at home in the third game, 4-night spot. I don't trust Pittsburgh. Their defense sucks. That's just a sieve, and I'm sorry, but Skinner's in the net. If you get good Skinner, congratulations. You got to win last game, but I'm telling you, against the Detroit squad that's playing the better hockey, I like Detroit there in that one to open the day up. To stay perfect at home, 3-0 on that third game, 4-night spot. I think they make it 4-0. Give me the Red Wings there in that one. And I'll give you one more early. You look at the Flyers here, where they're trying to revenge a loss from the Oilers earlier this year. I can't believe the Flyers are still on this trip. Talking about dirty scheduling. Woo-wee! You want to see some dirty schedule? Look at what the Flyers schedule have had to endure over the Christmas break. They've been all on the road, road games, and here have a little more road games thrown at you. You can fly back home on the 22nd, take on the Canucks, but then head right back out on the road to take on the Blackhawks, and then you get a little Christmas break. So from Chicago, what do? You fly back home to Philadelphia, have a little Christmas break, fly all the way across country to play Seattle, and then you take on Vancouver. You take on Calgary, and then now you're going to take on Edmonton here in this one. So tough. We're into the new year, and they still haven't even seen their family, basically. And then the Christmas break was they were out on the road as well. Tough ask here for this Flyers squad. And guess what they do on the revenge? 0-3. They don't revenge anything. They're not good at revenging anything. Oilers are mad. They just got whooped by Boston. At home. Guess what the Oilers do when they're at home? 7-1 following a home loss this season. They bounce back. Oilers, they've had a couple days to think about it. They'll be ready to roll in this one. I'll take the Oilers on the puck line to beat up on the Flyers in this one. There's a couple for you. Tune into the daily. Actually, I'll give you one more. How's that? Give you one more. Nashville. There's another squad that's a tough road spot. Continuing to have to be on the road. We've seen what they did that last road game. They got spanked. They mustered up 1 goal. Well, here comes Nashville. When they muster up 2 goals or less, 8-57 is this Nashville squad following a game where they score 2 goals or less. And guess what? The road trip isn't done. You got to face Calgary here, and then on Tuesday you got to go up the road to take on the Edmonton Oilers. So, not looking good. You got to take on 2 Alberta teams that are playing some pretty good hockey, Calgary included. Calgary at home is an absolute money. I'll take Calgary over Nashville in that one.
There we go with Rod, Daily Dangle, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Real thorough breakdown in hockey for the rest of the cards. We'll have morning skates. We'll also know the goalies. So check out 1 Eastern time daily dangle over at El Nino. Give us what you got.
Going through the whole card, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, I don't know how you don't back the Sabres here. I mean, they're still streaking. And obviously, they're not going to win all their games. But as long as they're still winning, got to back them. Short price here. So I'll take the Sabres in that one. I'll take the Mammoth over the Devils, just playing the better hockey right now. The Devils do have the better overall numbers, but it's the Mammoth coming into this one in better form. So I'll take the Mammoth there in that one. I agree with the Oilers, but I'll take a -1. Again, if you want that plus money, go ahead, puck line it. Or the regulation play if you don't like pushes, but it's Oilers -1 for me, as Rod mentioned. Tough spot there for the Flyers. I like the Lightning -1 as well, but these Sharks been playing some pretty good hockey, and this line has moved and get increased. So it's either a pass or maybe even want to start taking a shot on the Sharks here just based on value alone. But again, a lot of injuries they're dealing with there too, so those are going to start to add up too. So maybe best to just leave that one alone. I like the Canadiens there over the Blues, just a good spot with the rest advantage there. I agree on the Flames there at home over the Predators. Avalanche Hurricanes should be a great one. I kind of want to lean to the Avs. It's probably one that's better to just watch rather than try to force too much action on. But if I had to bet this one, I'd go Avs there. Let me see what this line is on I'll take the Maple Leafs there to get the job done over the Islanders. Moving on. I think we finally backed the Jets. I think today is the day. I don't know. I just can't see them losing them all, man. And I think this is a pretty good spot to get the job done. Senders haven't been terrible, but I think the Jets still the better team, and they just got to win one of these someday. So I'll take the Jets. I'll get back on that wagon, or I try to catch that fallen knife, as they say, right? Blackhawks, Capitals. I've been talking some smack about these Blackhawks, but at this price, you got to take a shot on them again. Just money line again, nothing massive, but you get big plus money on whatever you put on them. So a little shot on the Blackhawks, I think, is worth it there. Wild in a tough spot there on the back-to-back. That should be a pretty good one. Again, I don't have any action on this one yet. Might keep digging into it, or just one I just enjoy as a fan. But to wrap things up, I will lay the short price with the Bruins there in Vancouver. Just think they come in there and get the job done.
Yeah, Rob, I'll ask you about that Vancouver. What's it like in out here? People complain a lot about the West Coast games back east. In Canada, the same way. Of course, Vancouver is the only game going to Canada at that time. So, is there motivation for Vancouver knowing that they're the only game on for the entire country? And do the people bitch in Canada about in East Coast for the late night games like do here?
Yes. You should see Oilers fans when the 8:00 game rolls around. They're like, man, especially during the week. They throw one of those doubleheader games, and they got to start with the Oilers. I hear them bickering in the stands. I've heard them bickering in the seats, where it's like, man, why do you have to start these games so late? It's 8:00 at night. By the time this game gets over, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm not getting home till 11:30, close to midnight. It's the middle of the week, and I got to get my kid to school. So what's happened is, they do complain. Definitely do complain about the times, the start times as well. They don't like the 8:00 start time. On the weekend, they love it because it's like, all right, we're so great. You can finish the game. It's 10:30, 11. You've already pre-drink yourself up, ready to go to hit the club after the game's over. Perfect time. 11:30, 12 o'clock game gets out. By the time you roll into the club, they love it. So it depends. During the week, not so much. They're busy with kids and family. Too much. They want early games. On the weekend, they love the late games, but they do bitch to complain that.
So people in Toronto will be saying that they'll stay up late in Toronto to watch the Vancouver Canucks and Bruins. That's that on the weekends they'll do
on the weekend, yes. On the weekend they have no problem because it's you're staying up late anyways. They have no problem. But during the week, oh yeah, they really Toronto fans definitely complain, especially when sometimes the Leafs game, they decide they're going to put it late and not start until 6 o'clock. And they put it an hour ahead later from the 5 p.m. start time they normally do, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern. So you got to think 7 p.m. Eastern gets bumped up to 8 p.m. Eastern. There's that 8 o'clock game for them. And they're like, I like the 8 o'clock game. Why we start so late?
The bars will be hopping in all over with that late night on a Saturday night. All right, we got you through our sports coverage. Now it's time for our parlay purple coverage, where Cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start with Rod.
We're going to start with a couple in hockey. We're going to take Montreal there, St. Louis on the back-to-back. They don't win 2 games, so they win 1, lose 1. They're 1-9 following a win. There's this blue squad. 1-9? What? You win a game and then you can't win another? Ooh, ugly. I like Montreal there. Throw in them Oilers as well. And then we're going to throw one of those NBA games in. As I said, NBA was tricky today, and it's a little slick. I don't know. Why the Bulls only laying 2? I might take the Hornets. I'm an absolute. Give me the Hornets. I love the Hornets here. I think they can out-rebound the Bulls, have a little bit of fresher legs. And the Bulls, hey, we know what their defense is like. Trash. So in a run-and-gun game, I'll take the Hornets in the run-and-gun game. 2 teams that don't play defense and love to shoot, score. What's the total in that game, by the way? It's probably a high one. 238?
Yeah. 238.
Yeah, that's light. Even taking over. But so there we go. We're going to go Montreal money line, Edmonton money line, throw in Charlotte money line, and the over in the Bulls game. If it'll let you. If it won't, just take Charlotte on the money line.
There we go with Rod. Move on over to El Ninos.
I'll take the 76ers, the Rockets to win both halves, and I'll throw in the Sabres.
There from El Ninos to tell you what I like. I'll give you my 3-teamer today. I'll take the Heat here plus the points. I'll lay it with the Raptors, and I'll take UC San Diego to get it done there in their game today against Hawaii. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a big weekend of action here with with NBA, NFL up there, getting into final week of the regular season. Link is in the description. We'll take you right over to Tony's Picks. Also, I want to share with you guys here our site over at Tony's Picks. The link in the description. I want to also make note here on our leaderboards here as we've turned the calendar year here. We track the records based on the year, but I do want to let you know that you can also go back and look at our 2025 records at Leaderboard 2.0, which is at the bottom of our site here. So right here is our leaderboard giving you 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and this year. Well, you can want to look at 2025 records. Just go to Leaderboard 2.0. You can check that out. Let's say hit college basketball 2025. You can see Rod 3156. Rod, pretty great year in 2025 in college hoops. Monster card today from college basketball for today. What do you got for sale?
And for me, I'll have 5 plays in college hoops. I've got 3 in already. I just got to put them in a package for you. I've got my one NBA play of the day up there already for you. As I said, we're looking to try to hit 7-1 run in that NBA play. So definitely been rolling along there. NBA has been treating me well. So jump on board that play. I have an NHL play. I just have to put up into a package for you as well. My NHL sniper play. I also have an NHL Gold Star play as well. So they're in there. I just got to get them into packages up there for everybody to get to. But hey, if you jump aboard that long-term pass, all those plays are in there for you. I'm going to put a few more college basketball. I'll probably have about 7 in total college basketball-wise today. At least 3 or 4 on the ice. At least a couple in the NBA. So grab that long-term pass instead of having to buy all those plays individual. That is the way to go, is to grab that long-term pass. We're starting 2026 hot, so definitely jump on board as we're heating up. So looking forward to it. Take advantage of 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Can't go wrong with that. Having 2 cappers that are hot, putting money into your pocket. So definitely jump on board. I'll have a few more packages up there for you momentarily.
Momentarily there earlier in the day here, guys. So got both Rod, Gold Star play of the day, but the long-term description is the way to go. That 3-day pass, moneymaker, lot going on here on the the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You get that covered with Rod. Of course, promo code Tony T will save you that 15% off. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what El Ninos has for sale. El Ninos off to a great start to start the new year as well. Here over at Tony's Picks, documented record here from El Ninos. You can see here pretty good here in NBA last 30 days. El Ninos has been doing doing it there as well. Al, so what do you got for sale for today?
Just my lone NBA alley-oop there so far. Definitely eyeing this one NHL game. It's going to be hard for me actually to not put it in, but again, just try to see how selective I end up, I guess, today. But definitely eyeing one in the NHL, and again, maybe waiting on a number in the NFL. Who knows? We'll see if we get there in the NFL today. Only 2 games, but as we said, two big games today, so could very well get there as well in the NFL.
You see El Nino's hot here right now, 30 days here in the NBA, college football and college basketball. So get on board with L over at Tony Speaks. Alley-oop on the board, more coming from L. But remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchase is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with El Nino's over at Tony Speaks. Our member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. each time, but we continue to look for those late plays, and late steam plays are in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox. Using the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late steam, a feature here at TonySpeaks.com. I don't see anywhere else. Also, all props included on all long-term subscriptions. We have automated the props for our cappers to make it easy for them. Widely available props in the NFL, in NBA right now as well. NHL, 3 major sports. There are props included on all long-term subscriptions at no extra charge. Get on board. And 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can add El Nino's and your favorite capper here with a 2-for-1 capper promotion. Very simple to do. As you can see there, you can just add L there. You want to add Rod to the mix as well. You can do that here with the 2-for-1 capper promotion and save there when you do that 50% off the second capper. 2-for-1 capper promotion. Get on board. All right, guys. Just also make note, as you can see there on El Nino's picture, El Nino's report there, that you're able to see also 2025 results on the handicapper profile page. So you can see the 2025 and 2026 as we move through the new year, all transparent results here on Tony Speaks. So again, we turn the calendar year, but those 2025 records are still available for you guys to check out on the Leaderboard 2.0 or right here on the Cappers page. You can check that out as well. All right, guys, I'll have a best bet on the board right now over at Tony Speaks. Best bet here, NBA, as well as from college. Looking for one college basketball as well. May put up there for you as well. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks and match me up with your favorite capper there with the multi-capper promotion. Guys, with you here every day, live here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Guys, visit our YouTube channel for a lot more content up there. Let's take a peek at what's going on up there because we have a ton of uploads for you guys here on this Saturday. I can tell you right now, keeping our editors busy as we speak. You go to our homepage, you'll see our live streams as they're live. Compilation videos up there from NFL and NBA from me. Also, Chris's hit list. He told you to have 2. He has 2 right now. NHL and the NFL hit list prop videos from Chris right now available on demand on the Tony YouTube channel. Of course, we have our playlist here with NFL for you here, ready to go. I've got those up there. Ramon's coming in with his picks as well. So check out the playlist there. College football, when we're back in college football, that'll be hot. NBA also ready to roll here. College basketball today on demand. Ramon's got a lot of games for you guys. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we get into the 7s? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10 games for Ramon here. College basketball for today, guys. So on-demand coverage here. Big game coverage from Ramon today on college basketball. That's covered. NHL Ramon again, full on-demand coverage for you there on the fights. We get fights. Alessandro back with the fights. Videos and shorts are now populated with a full range of games there on the shorts. So we're ready to roll, guys, here with this big game coverage for you today. Also, be sure to tune into our live shows. Morning show is archived. Night moves with Ramon and DeAndre also archived. Complete game coverage. Boy, Ramon did a 2-hour show overnight for you guys. So that's a full game coverage there you saw from Ramon. A lot of replays there. So check it out on demand. Happy hour during the week. Also, Daily Dangle will be back here today, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's here every day here. We had a show yesterday as well. So this is where you can find the on-demand here on the live. You want to watch replays, but Rod will be live with the complete NHL coverage. Also, Alessandro back here off his illness today for the look ahead. That'll be up at midnight Eastern Time. So ready to roll there. So we'll be ready to go here, guys, with our on-demand live content here. Lots of live coverage here. Of course, Rod, you've got Daily Dangle today here at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, complete rundown NHL.
Yeah, definitely tune in. Daily Dangle, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll get you covered on the rest of the NHL slate that I didn't cover here on the morning show. So definitely tune in to that we enjoy doing the show and getting you covered on all the NHL action.
That's right. 5 of them. Check out Daily Dangle here, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, El Nino's, we see some of your on-demand videos as well. You've been a picture here on the morning shows, and we see you on these reels as well.
Yeah, definitely more morning shows lately, but again, could pop up with those doggy videos and shorts anytime, so keep an eye out for those, and definitely make sure you check out all the other great content over there at Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's right, guys. A lot of great content over on the channel, man. Check it out here. Or if you're on a podcast, all of our shows are in podcast format. Just type in your favorite playlist into your favorite podcast provider, and you'll be able to subscribe to the podcast because we get a lot of listens here on these podcasts as well. So content the way you want it, in vertical, in horizontal, tailored for mobile phones as well. So you do mobile searches, you're going to find our mobile content perfect for you in your phone as well. So guys, check us out here at Tony Picks YouTube channel. Lots of great content here with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Back tomorrow as we close out NFL regular season. Appreciate everybody in the chat there. It's my man from Chicago, Joe. Appreciate you there. T-Boy as well. Cal Dog, have a great weekend as well. Last week of freedom. You're back to
last freebie weekend.
Back to the classroom.
Back to teaching Monday.
Back. Enjoy that weekend, Cal Dog. You know, Saturday you got to party hard. You got it because you know, but Sunday you're back. Oh, that's a tough day on Sunday, knowing you got to go back to work. There. Appreciate Sir Mac Salee as well. Sir Mac and, of course, Chicago Joe, thank you for your contributions. Saran Han in there as well. Sem Fly in there. PCW Critter in there. Jacob
Sir
as well.
Mackey loves pie.
Sir Mackey likes pie. Is that
Sir
what it is?
Mackey loves pie.
There you go.
Sir Mackey loves pie. Who doesn't love pie?
Who doesn't love pie? I love
pie. A la mode, please. I'll have a la mode. Give me some a la mode, please. A la mode.
Yep. I like my apple pie. I do like. I'm very tough with the peach cobbler, but sometimes it's just a little too sweet. If it's a little too sweet, it's not for me. But if it's just perfectly sweet, I'm a awfully peach cobbler guy. But usually it's a little too much sugar in that. I don't know what it is, Ron. Why do they put too much sugar in those peach cobblers?
Because sometimes the peaches are bitter. So then they put more sugar in to cover up that the peaches might not be as juicy and ripe as what you normally get, right? Because sometimes, you know how it goes. It's hit or miss sometimes with the produce you get at the produce counter. You're going,
that's true,
man. Is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? Is this going to ripen good for me at home for me? That's the problem. And then I've had plenty of fruit where you buy at the counter and you're like, this isn't ripe. It goes from being green to like rotten before it even hits that ripe process. So people use it up and they throw in a bit of extra sugar to cover up that little bitterness on the fruit. So that's why
I gotcha.
When the peach cobbler is tasting a little bit sweet, meaning the peaches aren't very ripe. Because you shouldn't have to. The natural taste of a peach should come through, and you shouldn't have to sweeten it up with a whole lot of sugar.
That's true. That thing with the apple pie, at least you got the cinnamon in there, which takes away the, you know, which sometimes that peach cobbler is a little too sweet for my taste. My playing stay missing by one drop. Let's see. Someone asked a question here. General rule of thumb: when putting pies together, stay missing by one. Games or FanDuel.
Don't parlay.
I stick to my rule of thumb is it's either 3, 4, or 5. That's it. No, don't go into the 6, 7. When you start going into the 6, 7 on the parlays, well, now you're getting too many. You're getting way too many. Now you're getting greedy. Now you're trying to chase that generational wealth, and that parlay now turns into a lotto ticket, as they call it, because you know how tough it is to hit one game, much less hit 6. So for me, stick with 3-teamers, 4-teamers, and 5-teamers. Don't get greedy and go more than that.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 is good. That's why they got you with the 6, 7, because everybody wants a 6-teamer. Don't do it.
And the more teams you add, you see that payout jump, but your true value is really going down. Especially after I think 3-teamer. Once you go to 4 teams, the value starts going way down. And
it starts going down.
Further,
risk reward. We always remember the risk has got to be worth the reward, and it's they're going to get the reward all right, but is it worth the risk? Nah, you're making a donation.
Yeah, we're making a donation. This is kind of like a fun bet, you know. It's like a lotto ticket scratcher. Put scratcher money there on a parlay. That's about it. Don't take it seriously.
That's it. That's why we call it pizza money. When you hear us say pizza money, it's you throw $5, $10 onto a 6, 7 teamer every once in a while because it's fun. We like to. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't put a whole unit on it and expect to win. And that'll kick your ass quickly, very quickly. So,
yeah, I don't have experience with either one. I don't use either of those two, so I couldn't tell you about FanDuel or DraftKings. I'm a more of a.
I think I find better lines on DraftKings in general. It depends too, but at the end, I think FanDuel also bangs out lines earlier too, usually. So it depends. It's pros and cons everywhere.
Yep.
And again, you want the more books you have, the better advantage. The advantage on your side because you can shop for lines, and sometimes DraftKings will have a better line. Other times it's gonna be FanDuel, so or any other book for that matter. So obviously, the more options
you go shopping. Yeah, exactly. You go shopping for a steak or groceries or deals all over at different grocery stores.
Oh yeah,
shop your line. It's the same thing as putting a bet on it. Find the best number you can get. In this day and age, in 2026, you know how many books are out there, man.
Oh yeah,
and definitely a lot more creditable books than what there were 30 years ago. Trust me.
Yeah, shopping like people are shopping. Shopping for like people are shopping for beef right now. Your steaks. Before we used to just throw away those grocery. Now people look at those grocery looking for deals on beef. The beef prices are right. So that's how you got to look at it now.
And also again,
there's a guy up here in Alberta.
Yeah,
there's a guy up here in Alberta that started a TikTok for meat, and he tells you where the meat sales are for the week up in Alberta. Which store? Go to this grocery store. It's got this list, and he's gathered a following on TikTok. And all he does is release meat prices weekly. It tells you where to go. And he's got such a huge following. He made the news media. Guy's 78 years old, retired, and giving out meat prices to get the best meat. Hilarious.
And also, I would suggest looking into those new exchanges such as ProfitX and stuff. You should get much better lines there.
Prediction markets. I know ProfitX no longer in California, but the prediction markets are. So Kalshi is a way to go, guys. There. I got Cal's card. Your Christmas card make it to Canada.
It did not make it to Canada yet, Kelly. But I will be looking in the mailbox. Canada Post have been delayed as always. Short-staffed, delayed issues, but I'm sure it'll make it. I'll have a look. I've got a bunch of stuff that I had ordered already that was supposed to make it for Christmas. It didn't make it. It's still in transit, as they say. So sometimes being out here, it has not made it yet. So I will keep an eye out for it and get back to it.
It was better service when they were on strike.
Yes. It's got something. I don't know what they did, but it's like everybody went on Christmas break and nothing after Boxing Day, and you got to think you hit all those Boxing Day sales. So it's like, man, crazy.
So, there you go.
No, don't be sorry. Not your fault. Canada Post sucks. I'm telling you, if somebody in Canada came up with a better, it went to the government and said, "Hey, we'll take over for Canada Post. You can just subsidy it out as a contract." They would ditch Canada Post like that. It would be like, boop, bye-bye. So there's an idea. If you want to come up to Canada and take over delivering of the mail and do it better than what Canada Post does, you'll get an instant job like that. Boom, and be a company across Canada. You'll make millions.
There you go. You're listening to Amazon and get out there. They do it. They do it too here. Amazon,
UPS, any one of those companies come up here and make a contract, bid to the Canadian government, and you'll have no problem, and they'll no problem ditch it out.
I was gonna say DHL, but they're closing shops in DHL too. They're going. They may go by the wayside the way it looks like with DHL, but we'll see how it is here.
I think the DHL, it's starting to look like it's going by the wayside.
Rewind the video. We covered NFL right when the show began, so go out and rewind it. Got a little bit up there, so check it out there, Luke Wise. All right, that's gonna do it for the show. Back in tomorrow. Closing out NFL, regular season coverage. Any closing thoughts from you guys before we close it out?
Good luck. Enjoy the games. Ton of action today.
Make it a winning one.
Make it a winning one. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.